Oh my goodness, great afternoon. I think I want to pull some cards because 45 is out there saying I have the best law team and I've turned down major people and, So what do these law firms actually think of 45? He can't get them to represent him. But he's bragging, oh, I turn him down and I've got the best team. He's got what? Alina Habba. The ones he's got are the ones that'll put out his BS, and they keep losing. So that's his best team. So what we have is this, we need to look at the big picture, and underneath of it, the past lives. So what are the past lives or the past activities that he's been involved with? I think it's not actual lives, but just the past life he's lived. He has stiffed so many people, stiffed law firms, stiffed lawyers, etc. So they're looking at the big picture of what's coming now. And they want nothing to do with him. He is absolutely toxic. So let's look and see what we have. What do these big law firms that he so-called has turned down, they all want to work with me. All the best lawyers want to, but I just turned them down. Yeah. He's got his cup of abominations overflowing. Okay, and I think it's also the cup of emotions that are overflowing when it comes to him. Okay, he doesn't listen to lawyers. He goes against their advice and does whatever. So the foundation under that is manipulation. Okay, he wants to emotionally manipulate them when they don't win a case. And they can't win a case because he dictates how he wants it done. And when they give him advice, he doesn't listen to it. So they see an overflowing thing when it comes to law. Again, he's got his cup of abominations overflowing, his emotional drama of attempting to manipulate them. Okay? So major law firms know this, know what he's done, knows he doesn't pay his lawyers, and that he throws them under the bus and saying how incompetent they are when they lose because he's manipulating them to put out what he wants out, not according to their advice. So going into it, these ones are walking away, and they're looking at the energy of where this could go when it comes to dealing with 45. The foundation of it is harmony. Okay, and above it we have the path forward. So they just don't want to deal with him. They want somebody that's going to be in lockstep with them, that's going to listen to their advice be harmonious, not somebody like him that's just out tooth and nail to ruin other people. So what they have now, they're moving. Okay, they're moving away from him as quickly as they can. Okay, with enthusiasm. It's not reluctantly leaving him in the dust. This is no great sacrifice for them. So rapidly, as quickly as they can, they are leaving him in the dust. The challenge is going forward. Life goes on, looking at their reputation, etc. Foundation of it is resourcefulness. They've got their resources. They want to continue to practice law. They want to keep their integrity, and that's at the heart of it. Okay? And last but not least, clarification for all of this is new activity, new action. Underneath of it, they just don't like, because he is an unhappy person. He is never happy. He's always grousing about what's happening, who the judge is, what their plan is. He wants to try to control whatever new action comes up. Underneath of it, he may have a very short-term luck with things, but then it does what? It crashes and burns. And so they're looking at, wanting any new action to be able to control it and to be able to win, have their achievements. If you are working for 45, you're going to have loss after loss after loss. Because why? Unhappy with what's coming. He's going to offer up what they need to work on, what they need to do, and they need to think about the actions going forward and know that he is a big Pandora's box, which winds up being a big headache and could actually even end their careers, because he's always got to interject that, so he is out in the cold when it comes to these law firms that he says, they all want to represent me, but I've got the best lawyers. I've got the best. Okay? Yeah, underneath of it again, we're going to break this down. He's got the ones he can manipulate, the ones that are enthusiastically in harmony and lockstep with his nonsense. The challenge is about being resourceful and being able to have achievements. And when you're working for somebody like 45, that's going to railroad everything, any of the law firms of their worth is going to have nothing to do with him. Above it, they have the law, they have their path forward, and they don't want to sacrifice their career, because at the heart of it, 45 is a bully, and he thinks he's going to control everything and everybody. Okay? At the center of it again, we have the cup of abominations. They're looking at the energy they would have to put forward, and they are just driving away as quickly as they can. The challenge is their future and new actions. Okay? So, is 45 turning down all of these law firms? No, the big picture is they're looking at his past, the life he has lived, and they're going, there is no way on God's green earth that I would represent you. Now remember, when he was just having to be in Florida, he couldn't hardly find anybody, a Florida lawyer that would stand up for him so that he could have that, the indictment. Okay, so he could go to the court that day. He had a real tough time even finding a lawyer that would stand up for that part of it, let alone a major case. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online.